Hello! Welcome back to another Celeste speedrun tutorial. We're using assist mode but invincibility only to speedrun Celeste. Chapter 8 is way more technical than other chapters, but there's some pretty interesting mechanics. The first of which is we lose the ability to get our jump back when we land on the ground. So here we want to hyper into Granny's text box. If we go from where we start, you might clip the edge. Here we would just want to hyper through here, but the moment we get to here, we lose the ability to get our jump back. I'm saving our jump so we can do that. And climbing up the spike walls, we lose our jump when we go through that door. We don't want to hyper until we get to past here so we can have some momentum. Here we're going to do 2 void bounces and dash across because it's faster that way, I think. And then just do this room normally but without cycles. Here we're going to, you can do this room a number of ways. You can do it normally like I did, or you could do your void, or a couple of void bounces before the lava block, and then dash up, which is pretty fast, I think. Here, do this normally, it's not worth it standing on here. Here we're doing fire skip, but you know, without needing to worry about timing, and I messed it up. So we're doing it from the other side now. What you want to do because you don't have to wait for the crystals to recharge. Here we're going to climb up here and skip the first block. This room is, yeah. First try. I do not like that room, but we get to ignore cycles for it. Here we're going to try to, now the world's ice, so we're going to try to, basically ignore the switch to turn it back to heat and just go through the world like that, or this room like that. Here we don't want to, we want to basically go through all the dash crystals and then void bounce. This room in ice is a bit different than fire, though we do not want to change it back from ice to fire like I did. You want to keep it in ice mode just so you don't need to worry about getting it. This room I hate normally, so we're just going to void bounce it because I don't respect it. And then we're going to climb up this ice wall and hyper into the next room. Here we want to get onto this platform and then hyper, and then we want to hyper and not downward diagonal dash to get to here. And now the lava is rising. This first section we want to just do normally. And I'm going to introduce you to the mechanics. So I'm going to use it to introduce you to the mechanics of this lava. So this lava does not recharge your jump. It's like a spike wall. This lava recharges our dash, but while it does recharge your dash, it does not recharge our stamina. So basically we want to do it this room like this, just because it's faster than relying on the lava. For this first part, the lava is basically our timer. Like, it's a crutch if we're going too slow, rather than a nice trick. Here we are going to, I'm going to retry this room. So here we want to dash up twice, get that, and then get our dash back from lava. basically the only time we're using lava in this first section is to get our dash back, or at the start, because that's really the only time that it's useful, or it's not. We're taking too long. Here we're going to recharge our jump from this, our stamina, and then climb up here and then pop into that crystal. Here we're going to get our dash back, and then I usually just wait for the lava. I mean, it's slower, but it's it's a neat trick. And then this room. Okay, we don't want to mess up like I did there, but you see the point. We go into the thing and then or go through the hole with that first block on the top. Here we're going to climb up here, then yeah, this room you generally want to try to keep it in odd formation, just because, you know, there's a few reasons. Use the lava there to get our jump back, and then dash into battling. And now we're on to why I wanted to keep it in hot. See the lava on the so in this section, the ice falls and the lava rises, and the lava gives us the bottom section gives us our double jump back. The what's it does not, or the top section, whether it's ice or whatever, does not. So we're going to basically try to keep it as in lava as much as possible. Unfortunately, there's walls here. These walls require us to change it to ice here. See that doesn't recharge your jump. The lava here is weird, but yeah. Thankfully we're back in lava state. Yay. Yeah. This is relatively optimized. Except there. Here we're going to hit the first golden feather and then just dash as much as possible. Golden feather movement can get you caught up in little crevasses, so yeah. Block room. And in the tradition, I did not mean to turn it to ice, I apologize. That was not supposed to happen. So we're going to skip the CD. Or well, I guess you need to hit the CD if you want to get to the B side, which is a bit better. And now we get our double jump back at the heart of the mountain. Actually, we should have gotten our why am I not? I apologize. We basically want to try to wave off of there. And then likewise we want to wave off of there. And then try to fast fall when you go through the bottom to speed up your movement, I find. Or to get some extra movement. Yeah. A side is definitely I'm a bit rusty on. Now let's do B side. Say goodbye, as this is the last episode of this series. So it's same as before. cling onto here so that when it opens, we can get into the bottom. Here we want to hyper off here, restore our dash, and get up here. There's a couple of different ways you can do that, but here we want to get up onto here and then save our dash for that last bit. Try to wave dash to that. And then I messed up with that. You generally want to try to hit the crystal instead of falling short of it. Here we're just going to wave dash along the floor. If you want to try to do something cool like that, it's relatively easy, but here we're going to wave into there and then there. If you mess it up, you just void bounce the entire way. Here's a so there's a couple of different ways you can do this room. One, you can do that, and then waste your dashes trying to get past that first block. I don't really like that method. You can go through here and then into here. Or yeah. Those are the two major ways. I prefer that, and then hitting it at a different angle than what I did there, that second one. Here's a really complex room, or a really fun room. I remember when I was doing a Ballista speedrun of this room, and then I was playing through this room normally. I was like, this is going to be a fun room, just with all the typography. So first we want to jump on Mr. Lava Flow, go up here, land on here, and then hyper into this pillar. If you miss, you get stuck in this alcove, and it is somewhat difficult to get out. I would then recommend going down here and then getting out like that. Anyways, onto this room. Go onto the edge here. Yeah. And then just go through there like that. Here's a tricky room if we mess up. So we need to keep at least one dash for this part. We're going to use that to get up here, and then since we have our second one, we were going to hyper into here and not hit the blue ball, but we messed it up. And now I think, oh no, one more, maybe two more rooms before the rising lava. Anyways, here, do a wall bounce up to here, get onto here, then hyper into that block, get up to here, and yeah, easy. Here we're going to get up onto here and then dash into there to get up. We need to save one dash to get up to here. Here we're just going to dash into these, or into the crystals. And we messed it up, and we messed up, so we don't get to just dash continuously. So we'll just use a void bounce and get those. And we are into the rising ice, or rising lava section. So switch into lava, climb up here, climb up here, get up onto there, and then recharge your dash and get pushed away. And yeah, that room is super fast. This room, I have a couple of different ways. This is the rising lava route, or rising ice, I guess. Basically, you use your ice and then, or use the ice to recharge your dash and get up on top of here. Alternatively, get down there. Climb up and then like so, and then use this to get up to here. That room is pretty difficult for here. Yeah, I would say the second method's faster, but it's definitely a speedrun tactic where you're looking for speed. Here we are going to jump on here, on this lava, go up here. I tried climbing that wall during testing and it is quite difficult. We mess up, we can get our dash back with the lava, and then here. So we go up on the first room, and then here we climb up the wall so that we can, sorry, I'm going to try to we want to dash downwards into it to keep our jump, and then just sort of normal from there. Apologies, despite me trying to optimize these rooms, it's a bit rusty, especially that one. Use the lava wall in that last room to climb up if you feel that's easier for any parts. Here we're going to we're going to keep this in lava form for basically the majority of this section. Except for this part. And then we're going to get here and just dash with the lava. Here we're going to ignore these nice switch crystals and just go along the bottom there. Very fast room, very fun. And then into here. We're going to get up onto the top of that lava pillar, hyper off it, and climb up these walls of lava. And then we're into the block room. So now we have our recharge back. And despite some of these having spikes on them, we are going to use them. Yeah, there's quite a few different ways skipping through the walls to do that last room. Yeah. I found when I was optimizing it, I would often end up on the bottom, or on that last bottom platform, the permanent one. But, yeah. So, let's do Seaside and wrap up this series. Those deaths are from retries, but you knew that because you watched this. Okay, do it like you would, this first room, do it like you would 5C's first room. Except, you know, easier because the blocks don't move if you don't do it perfectly. Here we're going to use a void bounce to get through this, or quite a few void bounces to get through this room. here we're going to get onto here, hyper off of there, recharge with dash. Be sad because, oh no. Well, we should have been in lava when we get to here, so don't go through that dash crystal like I did. And then use that to get a lot of nice speed. If you want, you can go up into there to avoid change crystal. Here we need to change it back again, but we can just... Oh, and since we missed the heart there, we have to go back to get the crystal. Very slow. 8C is one of the more slow but extremely tricky seasides. There's quite a few things at play. Yeah. I definitely like the music for this chapter, the gameplay, meh. Yeah. Thanks for watching. On November 6th to 7th, I'm going to be doing Extra Life, a 24-hour event, and I am going to be routing out the chapter 9. So join me then for some fun at probably, I don't know, 10. We'll see what time the Salt and Sanctuary speedrun wraps up. Thank you for watching.